So this is our cupping lab, our table, our bumpy map, which I really like. Costa Rica and El Salvador, you've got to have a bumpy map. And the tops of the bumps have to get like worn off too. Samples, etc. Julio is roasting. Bullet. And actually what I wanted to show you, and of course, spittoons and Opal. Hi Opal. What I wanted to show you is how we look at coffee when it arrives. And what we do is we have a grading form that we use, but this is for green grading. And in this case, I noted when I was roasting some Quakers, which should be underripes, in this sample here. So I'm going to check it out, and what I did is I've separated two batches here of 90 grams each, and I'm going to do a kind of a Quaker count on a natural. So the issue with naturals is that they don't get the same level of machine sorting as washed coffees do. And in a washed coffee pulper demucilager, there's usually some mechanical way to take out green, unripe coffee cherries that result in Quakers. In naturals, you don't really have that except visually before they start to reach a certain level of dryness where it can become pretty difficult to tell the unripe cherries from the ripe cherries to some degree. So the problem with naturals is, and especially like in this case, we have some very light roasts that we do for cupping. We don't want to over roast because we don't want to taste the roast as much as we want to taste what's going on in the coffee. And in this case, there's a lot of variation in color, generally, which is not abnormal in lighter roasts of naturals. And also, there's a lot of silver skin. So when you see stuff like this here, and this, and I'm embarrassed my fingernail, I slammed in a door. That's silver skin, and underneath that silver skin is a perfectly fine coffee. Silver skin just sticks to the bean. Has a little bit of flavor, so getting it off your coffee in some really finicky situations might be good. However, it really has little bearing. So what we're looking for is actual, real, honest-to-God Quakers. And here's one right here. And what I would do if I had two hands available is I would just be going through this. It's kind of like quicker, and you just separate one pile and you just go through and you pick them out and slide them around. However, I have one hand on the phone. So what I do see is a fair amount of semi-Quakers. This I think categorizes as a full Quaker. And what I was looking for is a count like under 5 full Quakers. Quakers are secondary defects. They don't count as full defects, they count as partials. And so actually, I'm sorry, I was just checking that out. Yeah, so you need 5 Quakers to equal 1 full defect, and then we would be out of the range that we tolerate, sort of technically. And this one's pushing it because we're at 4. So that's definitely high. The other thing is that the cup is, I've already cupped this and it's really good. So you have to ask yourself, should you just tell people to expect some Quakers for a really good cup? Should you have them reprocess the coffee at a mill, which is going to result in some delays? That's marginal. Yep. So it looks like the best option is for me to consult them and see what's involved in reprocessing this coffee, which could delay our shipment. Even though I did approve it according to cup score because it's a fantastic coffee, but we just need a little better preparation at the mill. And that's not easy with Quakers because they have to be a full Quaker that lacks density so that the machine can remove it, because you can't easily color sort Quakers, and especially with naturals that have a lot of silver skin still on them, the machine color sorting isn't especially effective. So it's got to be a density separation to remove some of these. So anyway, just showing you a step in our QC process.